In this presentation, we will learn about the precautions to be followed while using the clinical thermometer and various other thermometers that are used to measure the body temperature. We are not supposed to use the clinical thermometer for measuring the temperature of any other object other than the human body, because the temperature range of clinical thermometer is very small. As you know, it is graduated only from 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. So when you are going to use it to measure the temperature of any hot object, hot milk or coffee, and if you are going to place it and expose it near the sun or any hot flame or stove, what happens to the mercury? It will expand to a greater extent. As you know that liquids expand on heating when it is exposed to hot sun or hot flame. When it is kept inside a hot liquid, there will be an increase in the mercury level, and so this pressure created by the excessive pressure created by the expansion of mercury will break the glass, right? And the mercury will spill out, and the mercury, we know that it is a very toxic substance which should be handled and disposed very carefully. So we are not supposed to use the mercury or alcohol thermometer, clinical thermometer, for measuring the temperature of any other substance other than the human body. So this is the first rule that you are supposed to understand. We are supposed to wash the thermometer before and after the use. So after use, you are supposed to wash, and before measuring the temperature of the human body, you are supposed to wash it with clean water, especially with antiseptic solution like Dettol or Savlon. And then we have to shake the thermometer, that is jerk the thermometer, but ensure that you don't hit on any hard surface, as it is made of glass. It is very fragile and it may break. So you have to jerk the thermometer to bring down the level of the mercury thread, that is the level of mercury below the 36, right? So below 36 degrees Celsius. As you know that it has got a kink or a bend, you're supposed to shake the thermometer before using. And then you're not supposed to touch the bulb of the thermometer while reading the temperature, as it will affect the level of mercury. There may be increase or decrease depending on the temperature of your hand. So we are not supposed to touch the bulb of the thermometer. And then these are the images to explain it in detail. So first you have to shake the thermometer to bring down the level of mercury below the normal body temperature, and you're supposed to place it in the armpit, under the armpit, or under the tongue of the person from whom the temperature has to be measured, and you have to wait for 2 minutes. Only then the thermal equilibrium will be attained and you will be able to read it correctly. And then take out the thermometer and have it in your eye level. Ensure that you have the thermometer in your eye level as it is shown here, so that you can read it accurately. As if you are going to hold it below or above your eye level, it will lead to parallax error. You know this term already, right? So these are the precautions that you have to take while using the clinical thermometer. So as you know, nowadays we don't use a mercury thermometer. Instead, we use digital thermometer and infrared thermometers to measure the temperature. Since mercury is a very toxic substance, so suppose if you break, it is very difficult to dispose the mercury, and immediately mercury will turn into vapors, and so those vapors are very toxic to inhale. So instead we use digital thermometer. So this is digital and this is infrared. As you are aware that nowadays we use only infrared in all the entrance of shops and schools and so on, to measure the temperature of the person who is entering, right? So how does it work? We'll just peep into the concept a little. A digital thermometer will consist of a resistor, a computing mechanism which has a resistor, a small device called a thermistor chip, and this resistor will have a change in the the electrical conduction when there is a change in the temperature, which will be noticed by the computer. So if there is a change in temperature, there will be change in the resistance of the resistor, the metallic chip, and that will be noted by the computer, and that will be converted into the digital readout. That is, the temperature will be given in the digital form. That is, as you see here, it will be denoted as 37.0. This is the digital representation of the temperature, which is very easy for us to read, right? So digital thermometer has a resistor, a small metallic chip, and a computing mechanism which will convert the change in the resistor based on the change in temperature, and it will read out the temperature in the form of a digital readout, right? Similarly, infrared thermometer will capture the invisible, which is not visible to our eyes. So the invisible infrared radiation that is emitted by the body, by a human body or any other body, it will read out, it will check, it will capture the invisible radiation and it will convert that into electrical signal, and that electrical signal will be processed by a separate unit and it will be displayed as a temperature. So this is also an easy way. Infrared thermometer will immediately tell you what is the temperature of a body. It is also used to measure the temperature of very hot furnace, which is named actually as pyrometers. Pyrometers are the devices which are used to measure the temperature of furnace, hot places, very hot places, and so on. So hope you followed how does a digital thermometer and an infrared thermometer work. So these are extra piece of information which I have just shared you. So it is enough if you understand the precautions that you are supposed to take while using the clinical thermometer, right? So we are supposed to wash it using antiseptic liquid, and you are not supposed to touch the bulb of the thermometer, and we are supposed to jerk the thermometer before using so that the mercury level comes below 36 degree, and ensure that you dry it carefully and don't use the clinical thermometer to measure the temperature of any other substance other than the human body. So these are the basic rules or precautions that you are supposed to follow while using a clinical thermometer. So hope you followed. Thank you.